What if I told you that one moment on a stage in 2009, not some secret album drop, not a feud behind closed doors, changed the trajectory of pop culture forever? That a short interruption, just a few seconds, spiraled into years of music, lyrics, rumors, and public reckonings. This is not just gossip, it's a masterclass in fame, apology, power dynamics, and how one sentence can haunt you for a decade. Today, what really happened between Taylor Swift and Kanye West, uncensored timeline. Buckle up. This story begins on September 13th, 2009, the night of the MTV Video Music Awards.
So thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
Gasps. Beyonce looks horrified. Taylor stands frozen. It's the kind of moment that burns itself into the cultural timeline forever. Later that night, when Beyonce wins Video of the Year, she invites Taylor back on stage to finish her speech, a graceful full-circle moment that temporarily softens the chaos. But the damage is done. Overnight, Taylor Swift becomes America's sweetheart wronged by the villain of hip-hop. Kanye becomes the face of arrogance and interruption. The internet goes nuclear. Kanye apologizes publicly, saying he was emotional, that he didn't mean to ruin her moment. He even tears up on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, saying he needs to take some time off. Taylor says she accepts his apology. The world moves on, or so we think. A year later, in 2010, Taylor releases Innocent, a gentle yet haunting song from her album Speak Now. It's okay, life is a tough crowd. 32 and still growing up now, she sings a lyrical olive branch. It feels like she's forgiven him, or at least made peace with the chaos. But Kanye, he's not done processing. In interviews, he alternates between regret and justification. He says his interruption had cultural significance, that he was standing up for artistry, for Beyonce. The apology morphs into explanation. Meanwhile, Taylor keeps climbing. Awards, record sales, worldwide tours. But every time she takes a stage, someone somewhere jokes about Kanye. 2013 to 2015, the feud seems quiet. They even appear to reconcile. At the 2015 VMAs, Taylor presents Kanye with the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. They hug, smile, exchange friendly words. Kanye sends her flowers. Fans celebrate what seems like closure. Maybe this chapter is finally over. Spoiler alert, it's not. Fast forward to February 20. Kanye releases his album The Life of Pablo, and with it, a grenade disguised as a song Famous. The lyric hits like a slap. I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that bitch famous. Boom. The internet implodes. Did he just take credit for her entire career? Taylor's team fires back immediately. They say she never approved that lyric, that she warned him not to release a misogynistic song. Kanye claims she did approve it. He says they spoke on the phone, that she found it funny. The world divides into camps, Team Taylor and Team Kanye. But just as the fire begins to simmer, Kim Kardashian enters the chat. In June 2016, Kim releases snippets of a phone call between Kanye and Taylor. In the footage, Taylor laughs, seems to approve of a version of the lyric, though the "that bitch" part is missing. The world watches, rewinds, dissects every frame. Did Taylor lie? Taylor's response is sharp. She was never told about that line, never approved it. She calls the footage a case of selective editing. Kim calls her a snake. The internet explodes again. The hashtags fly. Taylor Swift is over party trends worldwide. For days, the narrative flips. Taylor, once the victim, is now painted as the manipulator. She disappears from public life for nearly a year. No interviews, no appearances, just silence, until Reputation. When Taylor Swift returns in 2017, she returns with fire. Gone is the country princess. In her place stands a woman reborn through venom. The snake imagery becomes her armor. Look What You Made Me Do drops, dripping with irony, revenge, and reclamation. She turns her so-called villain era into a pop culture phenomenon. Every lyric, every frame feels like a coded response to betrayal, manipulation, and media distortion. It's no coincidence that Reputation opens with her declaring, "The old Taylor can't come to the phone right now." Why? Oh, 'cause she's dead. The feud didn't just shape her image, it fueled her evolution. Kanye, meanwhile, doubles down. His music continues to poke at fame, ego, and controversy. In the famous video, he goes even further, creating a surreal tableau of naked wax figures, including a likeness of Taylor lying in bed with him and other celebrities. It's provocative. It's unsettling. It's Kanye. Taylor doesn't respond directly, but her silence speaks volumes. The tension transforms into something bigger, a cultural mirror reflecting questions about gender, consent, power, and artistic boundaries. Who gets to define whom? Who owns a story once it's told publicly? Kanye argues artistic license. Taylor argues for respect and consent. Both claim authenticity, yet both are trapped in the machinery of celebrity spectacle. As the years roll on, their paths diverge yet remain tethered by history. Taylor reclaims her narrative, re-recording her albums, asserting ownership of her masters, and turning her art into activism. Kanye's career becomes a whirlwind of genius, chaos, and controversy, from Yeezus to Donda, from presidential runs to public meltdowns. Each time he resurfaces, the shadow of that 2009 stage still lingers. What's fascinating is how this feud transcends them. It becomes a study in power dynamics, media framing, and celebrity myth-making. Think about it. One moment at an award show evolved into a decade-long dialogue about fame itself. Taylor Swift learned how to weaponize narrative control. Kanye West learned how controversy can both crown and curse you. And the rest of us, we learned how easy it is to take sides in a story where nobody wins cleanly. But let's break it down further. What actually happened, stripped of the noise? Kanye interrupted Taylor. True. He apologized. True. They made peace. Partly true. Then Kanye reignited the feud with Famous. True. Taylor didn't approve the full lyric. Also true. Kim's video made Taylor look like a liar. Temporarily true. The unedited call leaked years later showed Taylor wasn't lying after all. So in the simplest form, Taylor told the truth. Kanye distorted it. The media amplified it. And history recorded it. The larger issue wasn't just about one lyric. It was about how women's voices get twisted in narratives written by others. Taylor's career since then has been a case study in reclaiming control over her image, her songs, her business, her story. And Kanye, his arc reflects the duality of genius and implosion. The same man who pushed boundaries also blurred them until they broke. Yet both remain cultural icons precisely because they're flawed, human, combustible. Each time they rise, fall, and reinvent, the world tunes in. Because this feud isn't just music, it's mythology. It's about how power interacts with art, how ego tangles with empathy, and how the internet immortalizes every mistake. The aftermath shaped more than just careers. It redefined celebrity accountability. It made us question how much control anyone truly has once fame enters the room. For Taylor, the takeaway was clear. Silence can be survival, but art is revenge. For Kanye, the lesson remains tangled in contradiction, sometimes apology, sometimes provocation. Fast forward to today, Taylor Swift is rewriting history, literally, with her re-recordings, her record-breaking tours, and her billion-dollar empire. Kanye's legacy, though complicated, remains influential, musically daring, personally chaotic. But the shadow of that VMA mic, it still echoes. Because what really happened between Taylor Swift and Kanye West isn't just a feud, it's the evolution of two artists under a microscope, each fighting for control in a story that became bigger than both of them. The interruption, the phone call, the video, the fallout, they're chapters in a modern myth about fame, truth, and survival. It's the story of how one sentence, "I made that bitch famous," birthed an entire conversation about sexism, consent, and creative credit. And in the end, the real truth isn't who was right or wrong, it's that fame doesn't forgive, the internet never forgets, and narrative is the ultimate weapon. Taylor Swift turned humiliation into empowerment, Kanye West turned disruption into an art form, and the world learned that sometimes a microphone isn't just for music, it's a mirror. So what really happened? A young woman was interrupted, a man apologized, then rewrote the story, and the woman took that story back, reshaping it until it became her greatest weapon. The feud that started as chaos ended as creation. Two artists, two legacies, one unforgettable timeline. And if you've made it this far, you're not just a viewer, you're part of the narrative now. So don't just scroll away, hit that subscribe button. Because this isn't your average celebrity recap, this is where we peel back the headlines and uncover what really drives the stories behind the fame. From scandals to success stories, we connect the dots others miss. Tap the bell, join the conversation, and tell me, what do you think really happened that night? Did Kanye's interruption change Taylor's destiny, or did it simply reveal who she was destined to become? Drop your thoughts below, because next time we're going even deeper. Until then, remember, behind every headline is a heartbeat, and behind every feud, a story that refuses to fade.